Tonight, the weekend edition. A scare for employees at a local shoe store. Police investigating a traffic fatality in the capital. A $250 million super yacht marina opened on Paradise Island. And in sports, Tennessee wins the battle for Atlantis. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. I'm Jimenita Swain. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news, a chaotic scene unfolding in the Palmdale area early this morning as police officials reporting an alleged bomb scare at the John's shoe store. Fire services along with the terrorism unit evacuating employees of the local shoe store as well as others in the surrounding area, but ultimately found no actual evidence of any explosive device.
Sometime around 10 a.m. this morning, the police received information that a bomb threat was made at John's Shoe and Accessory Store right here on Rosetta Street. As a result, officers were dispatched to the scene where they was able to evacuate the customers and employees from that establishment along with the other nearby establishment. The anti-terrorism unit was also calling ASP Martin and team. They searched the building thoroughly inside and outside and assured us that it's safe and now the customers and employees could return to the establishment.
The owner of the shoe store, while relieved, spoke about the effect of acts of mischief such as this one on businesses.
Well, yeah, anytime you have to shut down for something like this is annoying, but better safe than sorry. Everyone's safe, thank God, and we're open now again. It was just a little bump on the road of a regular Saturday, that's all.
Meantime, police are investigating a traffic accident that has claimed the life of a 59-year-old woman. The incident reportedly occurred around 1:30 this morning. Preliminary reports indicate that a white Nissan March occupied by three females was traveling east on Prince Charles Drive east of Foxhill Road when the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle and collided into a parked breakfast van. The driver received serious injuries and died on scene. The remaining passengers were also seriously injured and taken to hospital by EMS personnel, where at present their conditions are unknown. Police are also investigating and appealing to members of the public to drive with due care and attention. The tourism minister reacting to the passing of that Virginia visitor Friday at the Grand Isle Resort. The body of the 87-year-old woman was found lifeless in the shower of one of the property's condos. The Honorable I. Chester Cooper is the Member of Parliament for Exuma and Ragged Island. He explained tourism officials contacted the family.
Our heart go out to the family. The Ministry of Tourism reached out today to the family, and we have offered our thoughts, our prayers, and our support. All indications are that it was accidental, no foul play, according to the advice that I have received. It's just a very unfortunate set of circumstance. Whenever one of our guests passes in our country, we feel it. It's a part of our family and our community. So we grieve with the family.
As for whether the incident will damage Exuma's tourism product, Cooper reacted this way.
It's unfortunate, and we've had our share of tragedies in Exuma, but we're positive about the future. And there is a very strong outlook for Exuma and the Bahamas overall.
Police on a Lutheran Niger help in locating two men responsible for stealing $16,000 from a business. The incident unfolded shortly before 6 p.m. on Friday. Police say the two armed male bandits entered the establishment in Lower Bogue demanding cash. The culprits, one of whom was clad in a red hooded jacket, the other a tan jacket, black COVID mask and jeans pants, robbed the establishment of cash and fled the area on foot in a northerly direction. Police appealing to members of the public who may have information that can assist with their investigation to contact police at 911 or 919, the Criminal Investigation Department at 502-9991 or 2 or the Governor's Harbor Police Station at 332-2117. Police over in Abaco are questioning two men ages 28 and 21 years in connection with a recent armed robbery there. The incident occurred around 8:40 p.m. last Tuesday at a convenience store in Dundas Town. Officers arrested the suspects shortly before 9 p.m. on Wednesday in Spring City. Additionally, officers conducted a search of one of the suspects' residence and discovered a shotgun, which is believed to be the weapon used during the incident. Investigations continue. Well, with a new Nassau cruise port expected to open soon, securing tourists and residents in the downtown area is a major concern. Tourism Investments and Aviation Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, recently admitted to reporters small criminal incidents have been recorded in the heart of downtown Nassau, along with complaints from cruise passengers who visit the area. Tourism officials rely on the strong officers attached to the Tourism Policing Unit and other stakeholders to maintain law and order in this high-traffic tourist area.
We have to be the keepers of the goose that lay the golden eggs. And I always encourage Bahamians to be supporters of the tourism industry and to remember that 65 cents out of every dollar we spend comes from tourism. And if we hurt the goose that lay the golden eggs, we are, in fact, biting the hand that is feeding us.
And government's ensuring that Bay Street gets a facelift pretty soon.
We're bringing some amendment to legislation. The Attorney General and the Minister working closely with the Ministry of Tourism. We're partnering with the Downtown Partnership. Tourism Development Corporation is working on the launch of the Incubation Center. This Incubation Center will be for authentically Bahamian business, and we're going to be pressing forward. There is a need for a significant facelift for Bay Street. I needn't tell anybody that. I think this is a long-standing issue. We're talking with the creative arts community as well to see how they might contribute. We expect there to be a mini art district, perhaps, somewhere in this area. So positive things are happening.
Still to come in the weekend edition, an update on the reopening status of the Hilton Hotel downtown. That and more after the break.
For every action, it's all mine. My day, my time, my life. Chimney, give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Chimney, give thanks for life. Give thanks, I'm alive. Sing it, sing it. Oh yeah. For life, chimney, give thanks for life, give thanks, I'm alive. Sing it, oh yeah. Chimney, give thanks for life, give thanks for life. Chimney, give thanks for life. Give thanks, I'm alive. Sing it, oh yeah.
Proverbs 22:6 states that we ought to train up the child in the way they should go. When they're old, they'll not depart from it. In the educational system, the preschool and the primary school, that's the foundation. And I thought, I know it's very important that we lay the foundation right, that everything else is built upon that. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm fine, thank you. How are you all?
We are fine, thank you. I'm highly favored. And bless the Lord, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much. They are our future, and in the words of Malcolm X, as I always quote, that education is the passport to the future, and the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. I believe in empowerment, and the teachers are there to empower our students, to prepare them, because they're the ones who will take over the helm of this nation in the future.
Have you heard about Janae's Monday Madness sale going on this Monday only? Buy two of the same and get the third one free? Yes, free. Restrictions apply. Best prices in town on Christmas decorations. Trees, lighted angels, Santas, ornaments, lights, mesh, flowers, picks, and much more. And don't forget the toys. Up to 30% off toy purchases, plus an additional 20% off if you provide a Janae's current receipt of over $50, VAT excluded. Janae's Chesapeake Road Monday Madness sale. Extended store hours till 7 p.m. Hurry in and get more bang for your bucks.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
The Bahamas' tourism product becoming even more attractive with the addition of the $250 million Hurricane Hole super yacht marina and residences at Paradise Island. The new facility opened last evening by the nation's chief and operators of the Sterling Financial Group. The new facility is set to diversify Paradise Island's luxury vacation profile.
$250 million right here, a transformation, shot in the arm for Paradise Island, a facelift, and hopefully a stimulus for many more great things to come.
Tourism, Investments and Aviation Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, excited about the newest super yacht marina considered the envy of the region. He joined the Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, and cabinet colleagues in celebrating the opening Friday night. Prime Minister Davis said the development creating a downtown district for Paradise Island, a marina with many amenities.
At the heart of this development is the Sterling Hurricane Hole super yacht marina, capable of hosting the world's most exclusive super yachts, boats up to 420 feet in length. I've been made to understand that this marina boasts a cutting-edge redesign with floating and fixed docks and an impressive 6,100 linear square feet of berthing space. This marina, right here on Paradise Island, is poised to be perhaps the best and most sought after in the region.
The new marina already creating a buzz in the boat and leisure travel community. Sterling Financial Group Executive Director and founder David Kasoy says bookings are promising.
See here today, it's probably 80%, 90% full. So the bookings, and quite truthfully, nobody else has floating docks, and big boats want floating docks. It's that simple. And in-slip fueling is very important. Boats don't want to move to a fuel dock to get fueled. When it
As we enter the busy holiday travel season, one hotel's doors still remain closed to guests and its employees. We asked Tourism, Investments and Aviation Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, this week for an update on the reopening of the British Colonial Hilton Hotel located in the heart of downtown Nassau.
They're working on their renovations. The government has agreed, the heads of agreement, and the terms for the renovations. We expect there to be visible signs of this renovations in due course. I expect that the developers will make a statement as well. But they're renovating and they will reopen. As to what the specific updated date is for opening, we'll let you know in due course.
In other news, a reprieve in sight for motorists traversing Village Road. That all the utilities are in, the end to the delays, dust and detours is in sight.
expected to begin on the 3rd of December and will last until the 12th of December. And thereafter, the road is expected to be fully completed and opened. There have been dialogue with the residents in that area. They're excited about it. Actually, there have been town meetings to keep them abreast. They're actually excited. They believe this will help and enhance the development of that area. They've been very patient, and we thank them for that. But by the 12th of December, the nightmare should be completely over.
As we head to the break, we'd like to thank all of our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. And just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Stay with us. Sports up next after the break.
Shell Unleaded improves your fuel economy, giving increased miles per gallon, allowing you to do more of what you really want. Special additives used in Shell Unleaded improve your engine's efficiency. So go further with Shell Unleaded. Venture out to beaches, Junkanoo, and festivals and bring home memories that will last a lifetime. Shell, fueling journeys that matter.
Nobody can talk about your business or a special event like you can. Do you want a way to bring your message to a large audience? You need a live ZNS radio interview. 5 minutes of airtime to let listeners know directly from you all about your company, product, or upcoming event. And now, for a limited time only, get 5 interviews for 25% off or 10 interviews for 35% off. Call the ZNS sales office today, 502-3800, and get on the radio.
Alrighty, are you looking at my dress? You ready for this big party?
Party? Girl, you're gonna have to change your birthday because I can't make that. After my party, I get a cough, I start having a fever, and then I even had a sore throat. I thought it was the flu. Come to find out it was COVID. Girl, I think you better get tested.
What do you do now? I can't be bothered with COVID, you know.
Girl, you know it ain't never too late to change your plans. Girl, you know they got new testing sites, right? You better go to one of them.
Where are these new sites located anyway?
University of the Bahamas and Golden Gates Plaza. They're open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on weekends from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They even have sites in Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma, and they're opened on the weekends. Girl, the best part is, it's free.
Thanks for letting me know. I hope you feel better soon.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Sports Report is brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. The best in U.S. and Bahamian high school basketball. Welcome to your Saturday Sports. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports news, it was a battle of 2 top 25 programs last evening in the Battle for Atlantis Championship at the Imperial Arena. Third-ranked Kansas Jayhawks would face the 22nd-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. The nation's chief prime minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, would be in the house to watch the big game. Thanks to 20 points from Santiago Vescovi and some stifling defense, the Tennessee Volunteers would become the 2022 Battle for Atlantis champions, defeating Kansas 64-50. Head coach Rick Barnes on his team's win.
And we really tapered for this tournament. I mean, normally, getting ready, and we haven't had any rhythm to our season in terms of we've had a game, a week off, a game, and it's really tough to practice in November after you've been practicing for 70-some days, starting back in the summer. And when you play a game, we had a scrimmage, we had a close scrimmage, a week off, an exhibition game, a week off, and we just never got a rhythm. But these guys, they do come to work every day, They do. And I think it's a great credit to our coaching staff, but it's a great credit to them because they do want to be good.
Well, our mentality coming in every game, we know that if we stop our defender and they don't score, the game's still going to be 50-50 and it's still going to be even. But we know that we can't control if we make shots or not, but our mentality pretty much was just stopping there in front of us and just stay solid on the defensive end. Offense will come if we play solid defense.
And certainly a full circle moment for Vescovi, whose big break in basketball started right here in the 242.
Coming back to the Atlantis, that's actually I was talking to the people from the NBA Academy, and we were texting the other day, and I told them I am where it all started. Yeah. And then I told them it was here in Bahamas, and that's how I got found out, and then how I got invited to the NBA Academy.
Was that in Mexico's?
Yeah, the first NBA Academy was in Mexico.
As for what Bill Self had to say on the tough loss.
He scored a lot in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, and the biggest thing was our first shot defense was fine. We just couldn't rebound. And if that was a true rock fight, the final score would have been 55-50, and we didn't do enough to make it a true rock fight.
And a big night for all three of our Bahamian NBA stars in the association last night. Buddy Hield scored 26 points to lead 4 Indiana Pacers players with 20 or more, as the Pacers would beat the Brooklyn Nets 128-117 on Friday night. The Pacers would advance to 11-7 on the year, winning 8 of its last 10 games. DeAndre Ayton paced the Suns. The center led the way, dumping in 28 points and 12 rebounds in the Suns' 108-102 win over the Pistons last night. The Suns had 4 double-digit scores. Ayton's 12 rebounds led Phoenix. His physical presence was imprinted early on in the game with one of the best dunks of his young career. And Kai Jones tallied 9 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 block across 28 minutes of action in the Hornets' 110-108 win over the Timberwolves. Heading into Friday's contest, Jones had moved into a small role in the rotation as the primary backup at power forward to P.J. Washington. Jones played 7 or 8 minutes in each of the previous 3 games, but he saw his playing time tick up dramatically on Friday when Washington found himself in foul trouble. The increase in minutes had a big hand in Jones producing his best line of the season. For Bahamian head coach-elect Maxie McCoon, despite last season being an historic one for a program, working in 9 new players this season will come with its growing pains.
That's a great question. You know what? We don't have a lot of... I don't talk about it as pressure. I talk about it as opportunity. The reason why I wanted to come and play in this tournament, and I'm grateful we played in this tournament, shout out to Bahama Hoops, is because I needed to find some things out about my team. We have so much newness. There's a lot I didn't know. And I told them in pregame, I said, I'm getting ready to find out who I got in this locker room. And we found out a lot of things tonight. And so I'm incredibly grateful for that. And, I think our girls understand. I think this game taught them that they could play with anybody.
And that's been Look at Your Sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return. The Sports Report was brought to you by Hoop Fest in Paradise, December 16th to the 17th at the Kendall Geologics Gymnasium, the best in U.S. and Bahamian high school basketball.
Good to grow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
The Department of Local Government today celebrated Thanksgiving by giving back to 3 charities, namely Unity House, Good Samaritan Senior Citizens Home, and the Percy Rogers Home. Under the theme Reaching People, Touching Lives Through One Mind, the Administration, Human Resources, and Account Departments held a display competition with perishable goods and other donations. Second Officer in charge of local government, Therese Boodle.
The idea is to use the spirit of competition and combine it with the spirit of giving. And so our goal is to give back in a very generous way. And so we're proud of what was done here today.
Minister responsible for local government, Clay Sweeting, said he was proud that the department was able to give back in such a creative way.
I wanted to join in the Thanksgiving celebrations throughout the district, throughout the country. And
put together goods which we'll be donating to 3 charities, which is Unity House, Good Samaritan, and Persis Rogers Home for the Aged, which would include physical checkups along with food items and donations from Alive as well. So we're just looking to give back as a part of this day and thankful for what we have and give back to those who don't.
Meanwhile, Indika Ewing of Good Samaritan and Prince Eric Demire of Unity House were grateful for the donations.
Overall, we really appreciate the help because we are in need of canned goods and stuff and cleaning products for the home. It's been a very tough struggle for us during the COVID time. And we're still going through it at this time, but we managed to do what we could do while we're there.
On behalf of Unity House, government and staff, we would like to thank you guys, local government, for your donation and contribution for what you're doing for the area.
For more ministry news, follow us on our social media pages at MOAMRFIA Bahamas. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Kendia Smith.
NBA League Pass is the coolest way to watch the hottest game there is. When threes rain down and superstars heat up. When clutch jumpers splash and your team is fire. You'll be there for up to 40 games a week. Any way you want to watch. NBA League Pass. Order now.
Almost every journey starts with your car. We spend most of the early stages of our lives anticipating getting our first set of wheels. When that moment finally comes, let AID be there for all your auto needs. Make it yours by accessorizing, maintaining, and repairing your car with AID. Whether you're a professional mechanic, a recent graduate, a full-time mom, or an I can fix that kind of guy. Or if you're completely clueless about what your car needs, AID will assist in providing a large variety of auto parts, a diagnostic center, and great customer service. For all life's auto journeys, we're here. AID, all you really need and more.
In the weather forecast, the general situation, a weak cold front is drifting across the northwest Bahamas, while high pressure continues to support a gentle to moderate breeze and mild weather conditions across the Bahamas. Beachgoers should remain alert for possible rip currents along Atlantic exposed shorelines for all areas. Weather fair to partly cloudy and mild with isolated showers tonight, becoming partly sunny and warm with isolated showers, and a thunderstorm mainly over open waters on Sunday. A small craft caution continues due to sea swells. Winds light and variable tonight, becoming east to southeast at 10 knots or less tomorrow in the northwest and central islands, easterly at 10 to 15 knots in the southeast Bahamas. Seas 1 to 3 feet in the northwest and central Bahamas and 2 to 4 feet in the southeast Bahamas. Seas building to 6 feet along Atlantic exposed shorelines. Tonight's overnight low temperature here in the capital dropping to about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunday's daytime high temperature getting up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Sun will rise at about 6:34 in the evening and set at about 5:19 Sunday evening. And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station. The following is